Yeah. So on February 23rd, which is 3 days, so February 23rd, 2005, 3 days after they'd taken him in, Dennis was charged with 10 counts of murder in the first degree. There was no death penalty in Kansas at the time of any of his murders.
Was that... But
it
retros
matter? Back to like the time. Yeah. So,
so it's when the crime was committed, not necessarily when you get convicted. Oh, shit. Who cares?
They're like, but what if he's still a piece of shit?
Yeah. Your Honor, I'd like to introduce a motion. What's that? Oh, look at him. Yeah, all right.
You know what?
Yeah, let's kill him.
Yeah.
All right.
So, like I said, yeah, no death penalty at that time in Kansas. So that would be not something that he was fighting against. His bail was set at $10 million. And at this point, his family and friends had essentially just fucking abandoned him.
What about the church? He couldn't go
to
them.
See me, I know. Though his wife, Cindy, was devastated. Like Carrie said that she would lie in bed with her mom and her mom would just openly sob. But she would also tell her daughter, Carrie, that her husband and their father had died to them on February 25th of 2005. Yeah. He was also only able to get a public defender named Steve Osborne. I almost left that out of here because I'm like, this is probably not his choice.
Yeah.
He was probably like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this guy?
Right.
On May 3rd, he would enter not guilty pleas. And after what I imagined...
Sounded like you said, not guilty, please. like a kid.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Please, can I not be guilty? No, but after what I imagined was just his public defender being like, please don't make me attempt to defend you. On June 27th of 2005, he decided to plead guilty to all 10 murders. It was under the stipulation. I mean, I guess he would have to, but the courts did insist that he go and discuss in detail all 10 of his attacks.
Which is feeding right into his hand too, right?
Well, listen, you're going to love this part, okay? So sadly, not this part, sadly because people are the worst, while awaiting trial, this idiot was receiving marriage proposals and money from women who, like, who the fuck are you turning down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, what's happening here with marriage proposals or like anything? Nothing.
Are you showing me your ring finger?
No, I'm showing you my face.
Oh.
I'm saying, look at this. I'm showing the camera. What's going on? What do we get? What, I gotta kill some people? Get some love?
You gotta kill a bunch of people.
That'd be a good concept for a movie. Somebody that becomes a killer to get laid.
It's a rom-com.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, I don't know who the fuck these ladies are turning down. Because, like, good Lord.
Oof.
But still, the human race never ceases to amaze me. So it's like you can't get any further to the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
You're like, I'm just going to...
Yeah.
Maybe if I just dig
wait, how did you get a shovel down here? Wait, you're digging further down? Dicks.
So on August 18th, at his sentence hearing, the Rader family decided that they did not want the courtroom proceedings to be about anything other than the victims' families. The victims' families were there to either hear or not hear whatever they needed, and in order to ensure that no one from Dennis's side attended. They were probably like, we're doing this for the families. We fucking hate him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be there. But yeah, nobody attended. They were like, this is their day to, say what they want to say to him, hear what they want to hear from him. And I will tell you that they did hear what they wanted to hear from him because after... he would go into detail for all of the 10 murders and, the families. The family members would be allowed to speak. And there was no shortage of victim impact statements. And I will touch on those in a moment. But after the judge handed down his sentence of 10 life sentences to be served consecutively with a minimum incarceration time of 175 years. And after all of the family members and friends had a chance to say their piece, Dennis Rader was given, the floor.
Is that a thing?
He was given the chance to launch into what I'm sure was his moment to shine.
Why would you? Is that a legal requirement? It must be, because why the fuck would you give somebody a platform?
He stood up, he adjusted his tie, and he was ready and able to begin his speech that would go on for 30 minutes, longer than any of the victim impact speeches. He compared himself to the victims, brought religion into... He literally was like...
Oh, my God.
Joseph Otero was the father. I was the father. Josie Otero was our daughter. I had a daughter.
Oh, my God.
He really attempted to humanize himself. And it was more like he was accepting an award than it was him being sentenced to fucking the rest of his life for being a complete demon. But thankfully, none of the victims' families would hear any of it because they had all collectively agreed before he spoke that the second he stood up, they were all going to stand up and walk out of the courtroom. And that's exactly what they did.
Oh, that, and I'm assuming there's footage of it. Yeah, that would
and he's literally like,
oh, that would be, yes. Okay, that's so satisfying.
It left Dennis performing for only the people who were paid to be there. And you could see him get momentarily choked up. But like the true piece of shit that he is, he collected himself and was able to finish his fucking ridiculous speech. I was reading a transcription from the court. Mm-hmm. And I skipped over all of it. I was just like, I had seen like a little portion of the beginning when everybody walks out, and I watched him like get a little, and then I didn't, and then I heard that it was 30 minutes, and then they were like,
I think I have seen it.
I didn't even read it because I was like, I don't want him to fucking have the satisfaction.
Like, I think I could picture him kind of with his glasses on, with the white shirt, like a suit. Like, I'm pretty sure that when this broke, that we were kind of, because I can only remember a couple of cases where like you're like, what the hell? And then BTK means what? And then it's like, this guy was an active serial killer?
I just love that a floppy disk was his undoing that he sent.
A broken promise.
A broken promise was his undoing.
And was upset about it. I love it.
Like, what did you think this was? That just shows you how his mind works, because it's like, he thought that his bond with this guy was stronger than that person's, all those people's lives that this man was trying to fucking bring justice for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he gave some bullshit speech about fucking being a religious man and blah. He's like, the one thing I did see was he was like, there was darkness, but now I believe a little bit of light's coming in. I'm like, isn't that the fucking way it goes?
Yeah, idiot.
When did that happen? Because you were fucking sending cereal boxes that said killer on them. It's not even spelt the same, you fucking moron.
Yeah, are you thinking of the morning, like sunrise? Are you thinking when it goes from when the sun goes down and the moon?
That's just days changing.
That's all it is.
Just, you know what? Daylight savings time is going to fuck you up.
Oh, man. BTK.
Has nothing to do with your personality. You're still a piece of shit.
You're going to hate this morning.
So, now on to the people who actually matter. Those who gave the victim impact speeches. I do believe, and it was written nowhere, but I think it was narrowed down to 2 people per victim, because there was so many. Like, if all the people that loved them, they would have been there all day.
Yeah.
So, Carmen Montoya and Charlie Otero, the children of the Otero family, spoke out.
Charlie spoke?
Charlie and Carmen.
I remember her from that.
She was the 14 or 13-year-old.
Oh,
so there was
right.
two
that was taller than the mom.
It was Daniel and Carmen were the 2. And then Kevin Bright, who just narrowly avoided becoming Dennis's victim himself, spoke.
The guy that shot in the head?
Twice.
How is he physically?
I mean, he was fine. So the next one is the little boy who went to get his mother a can of soup, Stephen.
No.
He spoke, and it was actually really sad to see, because he went up and he was just like, I'm Stephen, and he killed my mother. And then he just got flustered and he walked back, and he was like, when in the interview that I watched with him, he was like, I just became that little boy all over again. He lost his nerve. He's also dealing with a million
guilt,
addiction issues too. Like
shit.
The fact that he can get up and walk every day is like, to witness that at 5, like it's such a fundamental age for like,
yeah.
My son is 5 and I can't imagine. And he thinks that he could take on the world, and like to for a little boy to witness what he saw, and then just like, then you're just scared of everything for the rest of eternity. So yeah, he said that like I said, he's become a man naturally. That's how aging works. He has his own demons due to this horrific event. His stepfather, Rick Vian, would also get up and speak. Fred Fox and Beverly Plapp, both siblings of Nancy Fox, would tell of their horrible loss. Bill Waggerly was the one whose wife was killed, leaving the 2 kids without a mother, and the prime suspect for her murder for many, many years, which also led to her kids being singled out and bullied. he would speak along with his daughter Stephanie, who said that she spoke on behalf of herself and her brother. Her brother was only 2 as well, so he really never got the chance to know his mother.
Oh.
And then there was Laurel Keating, whose mom was Dolores Davis, and her brother was Jeff Davis. I am leaving out the neighbor, Maureen Hedge, and that's only because it was an attorney that spoke on their part. So it's like, it doesn't really have the same. So Laurel Keating and Jeff Davis. So Jeff was the wordsmith that graced us with a little gem of calling him an Elmer Fudd oaf. So I thought that it was only fitting that I end this series with Jeff's victim impact speech, if you don't mind.
I do not mind.
Imagine you did.
I was like, you know what?
I don't want to hear it.
I do mind a little, only because I don't want to cry, but.
He said... it's a little longer. It's worth listening to. He said that for 6 months, he honed in on this statement, and he chose every word in hopes of reaching something inside Dennis Rader. I think it was probably, not received, as he was probably already reciting his own fucking stupid bullshit, his Academy Award speech in his head. But for the rest of us, I think that it should be heard. One of the interviews that I did watch with Jeff, and he expressed his condolences to, Carrie and the rest of Dennis's family. But he did say that, he agreed to be a part of a documentary. And in that documentary, he had said, he's like, I just wanted 2 minutes of words about my mother, and what an amazing spirit she was, and how the world really lost something that day. But it ended up being 90% about Carrie, and you know what? It's not of no fault of her own, because people do want to hear what it's like growing up with somebody like this, and how could you not know, and blah, blah, blah. But he's like, they cut my part, and then it was 90% her. And he's like, it's not anything against her, but I just wanted a minute to tell my mom's story. So I just wanted to read his words. So, Jeffrey Davis, mother killed by Dennis Rader. I'm Jeffrey Davis, son of Dolores Davis, BTK victim, January 18th, 1991. May it please the court to allow me to express my thoughts and feelings to all the victims, survivors here among us today, in hopes that we can leave the courtroom with some sense of peace and legal resolution. For the last 5,326 days, I have wondered what it would be like to confront the walking cesspool that took my mother's precious life. Throughout that time, I always envisioned this day as being one for avenging the past. I could think of nothing but savoring the bittersweet taste of revenge as justice is served up upon this social sewage here before us today. I love Jeff.
Have a pretty good way with words.
Now that it has arrived, surprisingly, I realize that this day is not just about avenging past crimes. Sitting here before us is a depraved predator, a rabid animal that has murdered people, poisoned countless lives, and terrorized this community for 30 years. All the while relishing every minute of it. As such, there can be no justice harsh enough or revenge bitter enough in this world, at least to cause the pain and suffering which a social malignancy like this has coming. Therefore, I have determined that for the sake of the innocent victims and their loving families and friends with us here today, for me, this will be a day of celebration, not retribution. If my focus were hatred, I would stare you down and call you a demon from hell who defiles this court at the very sight of its cancerous presence.
But he's not. Not going to say that.
Give him a few paragraphs.
It's hypothetical. All right,
just give him a few paragraphs. Be graceful. If I embrace bitterness, I would remind you that you are nothing but a despicable, child-murdering, cowardly, impotent eunuch of pervert masquerading as a human being. If I were the animal you are, I would say that I relish the thought of you being treated to the despicable brutality, terror, and agony at the hands of your soon-to-be fellow inmates that you relished inflicting on your defenseless victims.
Jeff, stop it.
If I were spiteful, I would remind you that it is only fitting that a twisted, narcissistic psychopath obsessed with public attention will soon have his world reduced to an isolated, solitary existence in an 80-square-foot cell, doomed to languish away the rest of your miserable life alone.
Oof.
If I had your devil nature, I would delight in the fact that your congregation has turned its back on you, that have your friends have deserted you, that your wife has divorced you, and that your own children have disowned you. And then I would remind you that you will never have any warm, loving human contact again for the remainder of your twisted existence. If I were cynical, I would remind this court that you would return to your murderous ways in a heartbeat if given the opportunity. So for the safety of society, you must remain caged forever like any other vicious predatory animal. If I were to sink to your level, I would say that this world would be much better off had your mother aborted your demon soul before you were unleashed on this world, sparing 10 innocent lives and avoiding untold heartache for this community. If I were vindictive, I would wish you many long, emotionally tortured days in your cage, haunted every day by the victims' hopeless cries for mercy as you played God and pronounced their death sentences upon them. If I had your sadistic nature, I would delight in the pain you feel now in realizing that your own arrogance and ego got you caught, and that if you just kept your big mouth shut, you'd still be a free man today, able to eat pizza and walk your dog Dudley.
Oh, the dog's name. That's brutal. Oh my God. This has got to be
poetic.
It's got to be the best standard bearer now of victim impact statements.
If I wanted revenge, I would pray that you develop a lingering illness from which you suffer for many, many long years before ultimately choking to death one lonely night on your own vomit.
Wow. That's a good one.
If I were judgmental, I would call you the most despicable form of hypocrite for profaning Christianity by daring to associate yourself with my faith and for blaspheming God's house with your demonic actions. If I were unforgiving, I would tell you that I will not accept any shameful, meaningless attempts on your part to feign remorse by a response that I will grant you forgiveness the same day that hell freezes over, although I know that my mother and her Christian grace had already long since forgiven you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But I won't hurl these invectives at you, or I won't rain these curses down upon you because you're not smart enough to understand most of the words that I would use anyway.
You won't.
And if you could fathom the depth of my hatred for you, I would still refuse to waste any breath on you because that would once again allow you the satisfaction of being in the limelight and the attention I refuse to allow you. As of today, you no longer exist. Wow. Today, the focus finally moves out from under the shadow of your depraved in hell's darkness into the light of your victims and their families. Speaking for my mother, with us in spirit from my own family, and I hope for the entire family of survivors here today, we dedicate this day to the memories of those who cannot be here with us. Today, we also celebrate with this community the relief and knowing that we will never be terrorized by a monster's demented fantasies. Today, we will each silently remember a father, a brother, a wife, a mother, a sister, a daughter, a grandmother, all those who we still so deeply love so deeply and miss so dearly today. Today, we will quietly reminisce on all that they meant to us. We will smile at the silly things that they did that made us laugh, and we will renew our pride in who they were. Today, we will thank them for shaping our lives. This is hard. It's way harder than when he was fucking just drilling into it.
I know. Listen, you cocksucker piece of shit. Yeah. It's like hell's darkness.
I just got to read the words and not put them into my brain. Today, we will thank them for shaping our lives, for being there when we needed them, for setting the example of what we should be, for making us who we are, and for allowing us to be their living legacies. From this point on, we declare our independence from the tyranny of your action. While you begin your slow and painful descent into hell, we will choose to rise above our pain. While you sink into an emotional abyss of hopelessness and despair, we will channel our grief and positive endeavors, those life activities which would please the ones that we have lost. Will you agonize over the reality that your last victims were ironically your own family? We will embrace the new ones that we now have, with whom we will share a common bond forged from the pain of adversity and loss.
Oh, man, that is
cutting.
Wow. Wow.
While your body wastes away in prison, we will we will renew ourselves by incorporating into our own lives those characteristics modeled by our loved ones: humility, compassion, honor, integrity, kindness, selflessness, and love. Traits which your twisted, cancerous mind cannot comprehend, I realize. While your wretched soul awaits pronouncement of the one true justice, your damnation to a hell for eternity, we will thank God every day he gives us, realizing as only we can just how precious life really is. Finally, we want you to know that we who could so easily have succumbed to your quagmire of madness will not give you that satisfaction. Your despicable actions will not defeat us. Our very lives will be testimony that good can triumph over even the most hideous form of evil and perversion. Just as your days are over, ours are just beginning. In the final analysis, you have to live with the cold reality that while all of us here will overcome your depravity, you will now have lost everything and you will forever remain nothing. May that torment you for the rest of your tortured existence. Jesus. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow. Man. If I was the judge, I'd be like, all right, sir, do you have a contact number? Because you're going to be doing all of these.
Could you imagine? Oh, my God. Yeah, that really took me on a roller coaster there because there's some moments I was like, fucking get him.
He's like kind of funny, brutal, honest, sweet.
The irony of him saying he's not going to be a whole bunch of things and just fucking hitting him with all
Yes, listen, I'm not going to call you an impotent asshole because I'm mature. I will not sit here and say...
I'm above calling you the actual cancerous fucking piece of malignant trash that you are. But, and with that...
And then embracing his family as their new family of victims? Come on.
Yeah. And I
like
do
they're
love,
now our family now.
I do love that you noticed that he called out the dog's name because, that would it really kind of personalizes it, right?
Yes, like brutal.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the case of Dennis Rader, like self-proclaimed BTK.
I did not realize that was self-proclaimed. I don't like it.
Well, what would you like to call him?
I like if it's given to, although I don't even really like when the media gives a serial killer a nickname. So I guess
what would you call him if and you can't call him impotent because he's not. Like, let's call him something that he actually is. Like,
yeah, I just like strangler. Well, is binding the same as tying up?
Yeah.
So they mean the same thing?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I'm sure that we can
actually... naughty killer with like knots.
No. That sounds like he's like, I'm naughty.
Right, but he uses knots.
Yeah, no. We're going to go back through some of, I think, the words that Jeff used, and we'll figure something out.
What was something with the church?
We're going to...
Like Lucifer's Lutheran. Or something. I like alliteration.
You know, he's going to be dead any day now. Like, let's be honest. His daughter said when she went to visit him in 2024, she's like, he's got no teeth, and like he's in a wheelchair.
Nice.
And I'm just like, fucking, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Like, also is like maybe one of his eyes leaking. Just pus.
Kansas killer. Again.
Like Killer Trav.
Big alliteration guy. Killer Trav?
Yeah, that's Travis Kelce's like handle on everything.
Oh, I knew that. Yes.
Yeah. Let's not, you know what? Let's not cross paths.
Let's not pretend.
No, let's not pass. We don't want Killer Kansas and then Kansas City
Travis.
Chief Killer Travis.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's that. Is there anything that you wanted to add, or you were really into his boner last episode? So
I've got a couple of Patreons to thank, but I just want to quickly mention if you have not signed up for a Patreon, please do so. Now, what's the trick that we say with Apple?
Don't do it with Apple.
Don't do it with Apple.
Don't do it. Please do it.
But just don't do it with Apple.
Just do it through Patreon or Google Play, anything but Apple. Apple will, for the exact same thing, charge you 30% extra.
What about Spotify? Can they go Patreon through Spotify?
You don't do Patreon through Spotify. So Spotify in itself is an app, right? So it's not... yeah, so it's... because it's not like through like Apple. It's through Apple Store.
I got you.
iTunes?
Yes.
Sure.
Something like that. The App Store.
Just don't go through, like, if you're, searching through apps that you have to pay for, don't do it through your iOS.
I got you. then you'll save a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And you get episodes right away.
If you feel like Apple deserves that money.
They are struggling.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
So
NVIDIA overtook them again.
So sad. It is. It's a shame.
What are you gonna do? Is this a real name? Seymour Butts?
I do believe it was a point. I wrote it.
Okay.
It is. Yeah, that's a real Patreon. But I do believe that was a porn star. But it was spelled Seymour. Like
yes, S-E-Y. He had a reality show. I believe it was called Family Business.
Yeah, and his girlfriend was Mariposa.
Maripovich?
Mariposa.
Oh, yeah, like the folk festival in Aurelia?
And I think it's like a street. I see a bunch of street. I see them all the time, and I'm like, porn.
Porno star.
My kids are like, why does she keep saying that, Dad?
Are they all porn stars? The thank yous? Because after Seymour Butts, we get right into a thank you for the support to looks like Carrie Bigger.
Do the Jim Halpert.
And listen, if you're going to carry bigger, lift with your knees.
And if you guys are listening through audio, you're missing out on Matt's.
Oh, I can do spot of feedback here.
I love spot of
feedback. I don't have it at the ready, but I can get it at the ready.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
I'm so sorry. Spot of feedback.
Oh my God, I love that you're just doing.
Boom. Flying through it.
Just theme songs now.
That's right. I believe.
Oh wait, can I just while you're doing that?
Yeah, fine.
So Matt did do his own rendition of a song for one of his mini episodes.
Yes.
We worry that maybe it was a little bit too close to a copyright, so it's on only our Patreon. Good. Yeah, it's identical to like.
It's not good.
One of the biggest solo artists of all time, and it's on our Patreon. That whole episode is on our Patreon because I couldn't, instead of cutting Matt's intro music and just putting out the episode, I was like, let's just put it on Patreon because I don't want the music is half the
he knows what's
episode.
Up. Has Chris sent you the video he did of the song with me?
What do you mean?
So Chris made it's not a music video, but
are you Elton?
You saw the Elton John AI. Did I send you the Elton John AI? So I asked AI, I said, listen, Chat GPT.
Oh boy.
I'm doing an episode and I sing an Elton John song. Can you style me in the likeness of Elton John? And so that's what AI did. Yeah, I know, the hot dog.
The hot dog, you have mustard buttons.
Yeah, it did that. It knows I work at a hot dog cart.
How?
Because I talk to it all the time. Well, I'm trying to get it to learn my habits and stuff. I'm trying to train it. But anyway, so
a dog.
So I asked it to do that for me, and then he animated it.
I'm so excited.
Through AI.
Do I get to see that too?
So I don't have it with me. He's got it. He's in the lab.
He's in the lab.
My man.
He's working in the lab.
Late one night.
Okay.
All right, I got a lot of spot of feedback here from our frogging episode.
Oh boy.
We're going to start with Amanda, who says a lot of talk here is about the banter. I think this is the episode where we said that we're going to put the banter kind of towards the end.
Right. Yeah. I think we're doing a good job. We're doing it right now, right?
Absolutely. I will absolutely stick around for the banter. You two are a really great team, even though I'm not financially able to be a Patreon. Just know I would if I could.
Aww.
That's very sweet. Catherine, whoa, 1, 2, that's 5 stars from Catherine. Says, I love the banter. The hosts are what set each podcast apart. If you follow a podcast, you're also following the personalities of the hosts. Lynn and Matt are funny and bring levity, some dark cases, and I wouldn't change a thing. I can't rate on here, but if I could, 5 stars.
Aw, thank
That's
you.
Sweet. Rhonda, love the banter. If I want Bare Bones True Crime, I will listen to Bare Bones True Crime podcast. This one is my all caps here favorite. Another one for this sounds so douchey.
Imagine she was just like, oh, sorry, I just leaned on the caps.
This is from Rocco Eats Play-Doh, my man.
He's
Short
always
King.
on there, and I love it.
Matt, Lynn, I absolutely love the banter. It's so effing funny. Also makes my day fly by. Thanks, buddy. Allison.
Like just his day of eating Play-Doh.
Allison, okay, I'm not even 9 minutes in, and I definitely want the banter at the beginning.
Aww.
It's just not natural for you guys. It's the beginning banter is what makes the show, and the banter throughout. It's like monologue at the beginning of a show. Don't change for the complainers. I love you guys just the way you are. Oh, thank you.
Well, guess what? The complainers didn't make it this far, and fuck them.
Yeah. It's dumb when people complain about banter. It's what makes podcasts different. That's from K-Court.
Right?
Yeah. Thoward.
And it's also like, if you don't like it, guess what? We're not the only one out there. You're also not paying us.
Yeah. Leave. This is from Thoward. Love the banter. Seriously, we're best friends, and you just don't even realize it yet.
I do.
I've known.
I literally bought his best friend.
Thoward, we've definitely been your best friend.
Thoward, like.
This is Thoward.
Like his parents were like
Thoward.
Like Thomas and Thoward.
That's
Howard,
right.
And
That's right. Kat, very great point. I can't remember which episode you discussed how a blind person knows they are done wiping, but the only acceptable answer, bidet. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were talking to this is only to our first world blind people, apparently.
Yes, that's right.
Cat.
How blind people know they're done wiping. Kimmy says, I live in a countryside cottage with my 3 dogs. At night, I heard some noise coming out from the dugout space.
This is not going to be a great episode.
Under the patio. I went to investigate with my dogs who lost their shit. So I got a knife and went back. It was a hedgehog.
What I did last night. That's what I literally, when I heard the iPhone beep, I made a knife. I put like hockey tape around it.
And I made a knife. Nope, you made a shiv.
I was like, I should hide this before Matt gets here because it makes me look like a lunatic.
You made a knife.
And now I don't know where I put my knife.
I did have it. This is funny. This reminds me of you, except for the elderly part. I did have an elderly customer, I said accept, who blamed ghosts for drinking her white wine while she slept. She was very upset about it. Thankfully, her kid stepped in and got her some help. But there was about a month where this wine ghost caused some real havoc. All right, I'll start pre-reading them.
I think that maybe though, like, if she's fine enough to drink wine, like it doesn't seem like an elderly thing. It seems like a wine thing.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fine.
Sweet Pixel, need the banter, don't stop. Nikki FY, love the banter, don't stop. And that was frogging.
Stop. Matt's like skipping over all the ones that are like, fuck, thank God, no more banter.
Like, you guys suck. Rocco Eats Play-Doh commented on my true crime case, the Kendrick Lamar and D. Rake. Rocco Eats Play-Doh. I think this episode is crazy. I love the Drake versus Lamar stuff. It's funny, and he thanked us for the shout-out because we gave him a little shout-out last week.
And we're giving him another shout-out now, and now I want to know Rocco's opinion on who is victorious in the Kendrick Lamar Drake.
I think after the Wireless Festival, before the Wireless Festival, it was Kendrick, and after it is still Kendrick. Although, did you see who Drake brought out?
No.
At the Wireless Fest, he brought out Vanessa Carlton on a piano that did 1,000 miles. The entire arena sang every word. It was.
Isn't that her song though?
Yeah.
So who cares? That's not his song.
No, I know, but it was fantastic.
That's just him showing up. People
yes.
are like, remember when she did that duet with like?
Yes. No, this is not. It was the greatest part of his set. It was. It truly was. He comes out like a bulletproof vest. It's like, all right. First of all, wear a good one. It looks like you're wearing a life jacket from the Titanic. It's all white and chunky.
Have you seen like the footage of him like coming out on the stage? And he's like he like pretends to like shoot a bunch of people.
Yes, his fake AK.
He's a toddler that's like, playing cops and robbers.
Yes, Aquardo, you two are delightful, but the blind wipe saga is killing me. When I step in dog poop, do I take 1 square of paper towel, give it a once over, and call it a day?
No.
Blind or not, the answer is 1,000 times no. The fact that nobody has mentioned the game-changing magical fountain. Aquardo says a douche. I believe they mean a bidet. Oh, sorry. Fountain of a douche, also known as a bidet. See, I got to pre-read these. Into this unsolvable riddle makes me fear that you are depriving yourselves of this wonder for the down under. That's a pretty good line.
And you know what? Since I've met you, you've been an advocate for the
Total toilet. I love good bidet.
Because you're like, you've said it to me like literally 3 times, and every single time I'm just a little bit more traumatized by it. But you're like, if I was to take poo and wipe it on your arm,
yes,
and you just took a paper towel,
yes,
would you be fine
disgusting?
With that?
You're disgusting. You're an animal.
Yeah,
you're a feral animal.
Like, still smells like poo.
Yes, and I'd be like, still attracted to you though.
But you know, here's the thing: is we're really like calling out our. No one that's going to be able to give us a real answer is going to come forward because we're just. I feel like we're.
The answer to what?
The answer to what blind people do to get a good wife, because we're just like every episode we're like they still smell like poo.
Yeah, they say texture, they feel.
You got to stop saying that.
But that's what they do.
Who told you that?
Blind guy.
Who?
Some blind guy.
How do you know?
On the internet.
He wrote it?
Yeah. Blind people can write. Blind people can write, no problem.
How did he find where he was going?
Oh my God. Can I get to? I have 3 more, and then I'm done.
Sure.
All right.
I'm like, why not?
And then I'll catch us all up. I'll be all caught up for all of my spot of feedback my apologies, I've been super behind with. This is from, we re-released the Anna Delvey case.
Yeah.
Which I've been seeing her on my TikTok.
Fuck her.
Like footage of her like walking around like New York and stuff.
Good for her.
Aquardo said, wait a sec. Did Matt just say that he hates the idea of people paying money to go to see the Long Island Medium? God, just moments after claiming to have, quote, witnessed history at a WWE pay-per-view Elimination Chamber event. Oh, first of all, Aquardo, how dare you?
Aquardo, he would never.
Bring in those facts, you son of a... yes, all of that is true. I know going into the Elimination Chamber, it's bullshit, though.
But they don't actively divulge that information.
No, but I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
No. No, I don't. But yes, it is like anybody who is caught up in a TV show, Grey's Anatomy or whatever, people get into TV shows.
Like the Long Island Medium TV show.
Yeah.
Can I also tell you that I think a little piece of you dies every time you admit that you know wrestling's not real? I feel like...
Here's the problem with admitting wrestling is not real, because I still believe in like, I would say like 1%, because they do such a good job of it, of making you believe that the stuff outside of the ring is real. Like that they really hate each other.
Listen, one of the girls from the Hills, Kristen Cavallari, she's just had a reality show.
Did you see her new body? She's got like a new beach body.
I mean, she's always had a great body.
Oh, it was unveiled.
She had those twins on there. The one that was dating John Cena.
Oh, the Bellas?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they were the one, I think it was John Cena's, I couldn't tell them apart. But so it was just a tour of her, because she's a podcaster. But so she would go around and she would have guests on, and like she had the guys from Southern Charm on and a bunch of people. Like she had her old Laguna Beach people.
So it's like a reality show thing with all reality.
But it's an interview, but it's like a tour. And so she only did like, I think like 6 shows or something.
I'm surprised there wasn't more of an appetite for that.
I watched the entire thing.
I rest my case.
And your wrestling girls were on it, and they were talking about how all of it's fake.
Oh, yeah.
She was saying how, like, she's like, people would hate me because of, like, I can't remember exactly what the storyline was, but, like, she was, like, I don't know, dating somebody or something after, I don't know.
Whatever it is, yeah.
But she's like, but that's not, it's all fake. Like, guys, you don't know it's all fake, but she would, like, people would, like, criticize her in the streets and stuff and, like, give her shit. And then she said it was this tall guy with really blue eyes and a loud voice.
So it's like, do you know with the Sex and the City, the feud with Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker? Do you believe that?
Yes.
Right. So that's how, but you know the show is fake. That's just how I look at it, is that yes, it is a manufactured product, but when people work together, there are feuds that develop, and then they talk shit in interviews when the people aren't even in the company. And I get it. Everything you see on TV is bullshit.
Right. Now, I will also say, though, that the feud between Samantha and Carrie is not on the show. It's not manufactured on the show.
And right. Okay. Yeah. That's a big difference. That is just
actually 2 people fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then my analogy would have been that Samantha and Carrie now fight on the show. And now you don't know what's real.
Samantha's come back, though.
Yeah, but she didn't shoot with them.
She won't shoot with them. Yeah, she won't. She wouldn't be back on the show for the longest time. I don't follow it, but I think she might be coming back.
I don't know if she did this season. She did the last one.
Did she?
Yeah, but again, wouldn't be in the room.
Yeah, she's very, very. She's like just
like they had a big follow. But yeah, so if
the rest of them don't even know what's going on. She's just like pissed because she's not the lead or something. I don't know, but I think that you're looking at it from, and I only know it from like really, really big names. I don't know, like I never knew like the Chris Benoit or anything like that of it. But I mean, The Rock, like he's not exactly upholding his when he's Moana's buddy. He's not, the scary, imposing.
Now here's something about The Rock.
Izzy will use the Moana song in his fights.
Oh, that was awful.
And I love that.
That was awful. Brutal. Okay, so The Rock is part of the board of the company that owns the WWE.
Yeah.
In real life.
Okay.
He is a board member. He's been in the business. He's an entertainer, blah, 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 whatever.
That was one of those twins said that if she was going to date somebody in the industry again, it would be him. Just so you know.
The Rock? Oh, lucky The Rock.
Lucky her.
And
well, I mean, no, he doesn't care.
And what they do is they use that on TV. So again, it is different with the Sex and the City was a poor analogy, but if they did feud on TV, they take that real life, that there's that little grain of truth, and now on the show, they're leading rival gangs of article writers and stuff, right? So that's what I think is the real element, is that tiny shred that they can just, if they can get you to believe just one tiny fraction of it, they got you. Like their success is if you are looking at a match and you're like, boy, I don't know who's going to win. They've won.
I think they've already won.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho.
Oh, wait, I think I got two more.
Oh, God.
But yes, no, I do realize that wrestling is bullshit, but it is an entertainment product.
I just think it's the irony.
Yes. But again, the Long Island medium, she does not say that she is fake.
Neither do they.
Yeah, they do. Wrestling admits they're fake for sure. The Bellas. Rhonda Cameron said, fantastic episode. You know what? Will you read Rhonda Cameron's and in your head first? And did I make the right decision not reading that?
You could just leave it at the last line.
Yeah, I was very confused.
Yeah, I would just leave it at the last line.
She's
talking about Anna.
I can't believe that wackadoodle hasn't been deported, with some emojis. Rocco eats Play-Doh.
Your man.
My man. Sometimes I forget Matt likes wrestling, WWE, until he starts talking about it. My dad and I just watched a show called, I wish I was wearing a wrestling shirt right now. My dad and I just watched a show called Hollywood Demons. It talked about the family who all died except one brother. It's crazy. I believe that's the Von Erichs, but which I'm not fully
That was
into.
the Stephen Collins one that I did. The dad from Seventh Heaven. That was his. I got a lot of that from Hollywood Demons, and the Power Ranger one that my sister and I did on.
What is it?
Hollywood Demons.
It's a docuseries?
Yeah. You're never gonna go back to those notes.
You're right. I got to put it in I have a TV show movie recommendation note in my phone that, yes, you're right. I have to put it in there.
All right. I think that does it for this episode, folks.
Wait. Okay. I had to write it down.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.